Hey sexy people, welcome back. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be the unboxing for the 2023 Airfix Club kit. So you get this lovely red box with the pictures of various sprues on. Well, it's just repeated, it's probably one set of sprues, but just repeated. Let's get straight in, shall we? Let's do that. And then we shall do this. So what do you get? Well, pretty similar to last year. We've got the remove before assembly flight tag. We've actually got an Airfix Club pin badge this time around, so that's nice. I like that. A couple of Airfix stickers. That will probably go on my figure cases for my wargaming stuff. You obviously get a member introductory letter. Your membership entitles you to immediate 10% discount off all Airfix kits, exclusive products and news, 3 club magazines per year, annual wall calendar, competitions, member only experiences. So there you go. And then same as last year, we get this Keep Calm and Build Airfix. And finally we get another flying hours passport, which you collect the flying hours and you can redeem these with the postage for a kit. But everybody wants to see this, the limited edition Gloucester Meteor FR9. So that's photo reconnaissance. Is it fighter reconnaissance? Something like that. Let's bring you down and we'll have a look. I have not yet looked into this. So you get 2 colour schemes. This one, number 8 Squadron, Royal Air Force Shara, Truthful States, January 1958, and then the something combat number 2, 111, Fuerza Aérea Ecuatoriana, Tower Air Force Base, Ecuador, 1973. Nice, let's get it open, shall we? Okay, so right, where were we? I was just cutting into this before I was rudely interrupted by the postie. Right, now I am going to have a gripe because for those of you that watched my video on that I did last year when I got my kit for the Airfix Club, you will know that I didn't receive any decals. And despite instantly getting in touch with Airfix, to date I have only received a colour plate from them, which I'm really disappointed about. I think that's really bad customer service so far from Airfix. What I'll probably need to do is just chase it up and find out what's going on. But it's the one thing which has really let Airfix down in that respect, is not receiving the decals for the first and last Hawks for the model kit that came last year. Anyhow, Gloucester Meteor FR9. So we've got obviously our multilingual bit of history about the kit. The kit number is Alpha 73015, and then obviously we get some multilingual information on assembly instructions, our symbol call out here, and then we're straight into the build. So cockpit tub, and I'm assuming it's ejector seat. So we're looking like we've got some glass items being used for the heads-up display. So gear down, I think, if you look at this, I think this is giving us an option to put a part in if you're having the gear down, miss it out if you're not. So depending on what you are having with regards to armament, etc., you're going to need to drill out the holes for the hard points. You need 8 grams of nose weight to keep it from tail sitting. The wings are obviously a mono piece under with the two wing pieces on top, and then that just sits directly underneath the aircraft. So again, that's nice. Not seeing a pilot though. See engine cowlings, exhaust cowlings, landing gear construction, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Now this, I'm assuming this big window here, let me just go back to the fuselage. Actually, right, so this is, I'm assuming, photo reconnaissance. Yeah, so we've got what looks like clear panels going in, and I'm assuming this would be where the photo equipment would be housed for this particular model. And then we've got ground attack rockets on it, by the look of it. Very similar to the rockets that would have been used on Typhoon during Typhoon and Tempest during World War II. Oh, we do get a pilot. There we go, get a pilot. And here's your colour schemes. So we've got number 8 Squadron, Royal Air Force. Trucial States, January 1958. I'm going to have to look that up. And then we've got an Ecuadorian model here. I'm liking this silver. I may go with that. And then decal placement. So there's your RAF one. Here's your equatorial one, Ecuador. And then we've got decal placement, common stencil data. So what have we got? Gloucester Meteor was Britain's first jet fighter, the only Allied jet aircraft to see operational service during World War II. Post-war F8 variant was the Meteor, fitted with more new powerful Derwent turbojet engines, and was perhaps the definitive incarnation of this famous aircraft, and was the main RAF fighter throughout the 1950s until superseded by the Hawker Hunter. Stable and reliable aircraft, the F8 soon became outclassed as an air superior fighter, but its effectiveness of the basic design allowed the aircraft to be used in a variety of roles in combat. With the MiG-15 fighters over Korea, Royal Australian Air Force Meteors were found to be severely lacking as dogfighters and were to suffer at the hands of the diminutive Soviet fighter. It was quickly relegated to ground attack duties, where it proved to be extremely effective. It was also successfully exported to a number of other countries, being used. Yeah, the F8 was developed into the FR9, a photo reconnaissance variant, which incorporated a single remote control camera in the nose. There you go, yeah. Cool. Decals look nice. Obviously cartograph. So these are all the common stencils. We've got a cockpit stencil there, and the RAF version and the Ecuadorian version there. Let's get the kit open, shall we? And see what they've given us. So there's quite a few screws here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grey plastic, and one clear plastic with 2 canopy options. That's nice. Let's have a look at the clear first. So we have the front windshield here. This piece here I think is for the heads-up display. That piece just there. And then we've got the nose windows and some other bits and pieces. But we've got 2 different canopies here. I'm assuming for different versions. So there you go. Let's start with the fuselage. And again, nice recessed panel lines on this, but I would expect that from newer models from Airfix. They've really upped their game, obviously, from the stuff that they used to produce years ago. But I think all modelers, all model companies have done that. Don't know if you can see the nicely recessed panel lines on the fuselage there. You might get a better view of those on the wings. So here's your wing assembly. So it's a single mono span underneath with 2 wings on top. You've got landing bay gear, or landing gear bay I should say, detailing as well, which is nice. And again, nicely recessed panel lines on this. Hopefully you can see those. Oh, something's just come off. What was it? Don't know. I don't know if that's just a plug, a sprue plug for, it could well be, for additional bits, but I'll stick it in the box just in case. Right, so we've got the cockpit tub here. These bits, and that is nicely moulded. You can see the detail on those. I'm assuming these are under wing fuel tanks, and we've got another bulbous thing here, whether that's part of the fuselage. I can't see a top half to it, so I'm assuming this might be part of the fuselage, like expanded fuel tank. So we've got part of the engines here, that's part of the cockpit still. We've got tail wings, flaps. Yeah, again, all nicely moulded. I can't see any problems with this. I can't see any warping, as I do sometimes see on some Airfix kits. Here's our landing gear. Nose cone there. A nose cone anyway. Yeah, so we've got 2 nose cones, and I'm assuming these little dimples here are gun ports. Landing gear. So it's got a standard tricycle landing gear on this. And again, some more sort of like bulkhead details, etc. And our pilot. Is it me, or does the pilot look a little bit tiny? He looks a little bit tiny for this scale. Okay, so there you go. That's the landing gear, and then we've got our weapon sprue. And if you're having the photo reconnaissance version, you've got that nose cone there. So we've got all our ground attack rockets here. And then these are the fins to go on the rockets. There's an awful lot of rockets here. There's a lot of rockets. But there you go. So that's the kit. It looks good. when I build this, I shall quite likely do the photo reconnaissance version rather than try and see if I could find instructions to just build the F8. So I'll definitely do the FR9, and I'm kind of leaning towards the polished metal airframe of the Ecuadorian version. So I'm liking this year's club kit. And I am kind of drawn towards the Ecuadorian FR9. But there you go. That was a quick unboxing for the Airfix Club goodies box. Hopefully you'll join me in the next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.